I'll score eventually. Sure. So yesterday we were at Lowe's making a return, and as we were going back to the car, one of the Lowe's employees gave us this kid do-it-yourself basketball hoop. It comes with some goggles as well as an awesome apron. What's up, sign? Thank you so much, Lowe's. We're gonna build this thing right now. Thank you, Lowe's. What do you tell Lowe's?
Thank you.
Did you score? No? Wow, that was way off. I'll score eventually. I'm currently editing the vlog 2 days ago. 2 days ago. This usually happens where I will film and won't get to editing the actual footage till the next day, or even a couple days after. Just as long as we get the vlog done, I'm happy. When it gets done, who knows? Heading to Walmart to pick up some very necessary supplies for tonight's game. Here we go. Awesome. Kids had fun playing 9 Square, and Matt did a great job teaching. It was great. So before I head home, I just wanted to talk about today's passage, which is kind of frustrating. It's frustrating not because of the passage itself, but where the order that it has today's reading in terms of the chronology, because remember, we're going through the Bible in a year chronologically. So we just got done reading about some of the kings of Judah, like Jehoram, and during Jehoram's reign, there were some people that rebelled, like the Edomites, the land of Edom. So today's reading, we read the book of Obadiah, as well as Psalm 82 and 83. Today's day 171, just so you know. But the thing is when you read Obadiah, it seems as if and I think it's very clear, historically speaking, that Obadiah prophesied and it was composed during the Babylonian exile, because the Edomites, they kind of helped in some ways the Babylonians to take over the people of Judah and to take them captive to Babylon. But it has the book of Obadiah during this, I don't know, anyways, it's whatever. Like I said, we're reading the book of Obadiah in Psalm 82 and 83. The book of Obadiah is the prophet Obadiah prophesying about Edom and really the destruction of Edom. Now there's a deep-rooted history here with Israel. Edom, the Edomites, are descendants of Esau. Esau being the brother of Jacob, and Jacob is the father of the children of Israel. You remember his name actually gets changed to Israel. There's this tension, and it's not just the tension between the two brothers, but between the two nations for time and throughout history. And Obadiah is prophesying against the Edomites because the Edomites, they had this idea that they were invincible almost, like who could overcome them because of the location that they were in. They thought themselves better than the people of Israel. They helped Babylon to take Judah into captivity. But ultimately, Obadiah prophesies at the end that that Israel will be restored, and that Edom, the Edomites, will be utterly destroyed. And then the Psalms talk about that restoration taking place for the people of Judah, for the people of Israel, even though it might appear at a time that the Edomites are victorious. And as I was reading this, I think what impacted me the most about what we can learn from Obadiah and these Psalms is, this was an issue that Judah had for their entire history. When you have these issues, it can seem like they're not going to go anywhere, that they're sticking around, that they have you chained down almost. It feels like that it's never going to be eradicated, and you just got to figure out how to live with the issue. But what we see through Obadiah, and ultimately what we know of what God will do in the future, that God will completely and wholly redeem and deliver his people from every enemy. And I think it's an important lesson for us that we, let's take sin for instance. There might be a sin in your life that you really feel like just has you chained down, that it's not going anywhere, and so you try to manage it, or you just are like, have this attitude with it that it's not going anywhere, so I might as well just let it be. But the fact of the matter is that God wants to rescue you. He wants to deliver you from that sin. He wants to eradicate that out of your life. And while we will always struggle with sin until we pass into eternity, our God is big enough that he can deliver us from things that seem like there can be no deliverance from them. And I think that's kind of what we learn here today about the Edomites and Obadiah's prophecy. Once again, I think this would have been better put closer to the Babylonian exile, but it's here for day 171, so we're covering it. Good day, long day, time to go home.